All right, so I mentioned before in a previous video that the Arco, as an example, right, is like a it's like a magnet, right? Like not really a magnet, but it's a false magnet. It's like candy, shiny things, drugs, like prostitutes, things like that, um, that draws humans in, zombies, all kinds of people, right? And it's important for people in authority or whoever is, reliant on, to keep sane, uh, to know how I'm seeing the perspective of this, right? It should be used as like in the Call of Duty zombies, like Black Ops zombies, where you throw the Jack in the Box out into the zombies so that way they all flood the Jack in the Box, and then you basically take out the zombies. And or see, but in this case, right, because that's a video game, in this case it is basically you get humans that come in your store, you get animals, you get psychotypes, right, demons and zombies, right? And it's like, by the people, and what, how you say, who they are, and at what point they have gone, as like if they're, how you say, like infected, you could use that. And the cure, well, that's why you got prisons and stuff, because religion, people don't believe in religion anymore, so you just can't bring a priest to do exorcisms. So and then that's the thing in the prisons, because somebody, it doesn't matter who, but basically people didn't know how to, like, it's like somebody, a missing pieces of information happened, like somebody got shot in law enforcement, or somebody with important information that knew how to use this infrastructure to protect good people, came up missing for whatever reason. Hopefully he's not missed. Hopefully, you're going to have all kinds of actors saying that, oh, that's me, or this and that, right? So just watch out for that too. But the whole point is that that's not the point. It doesn't matter who made it. It's like, once you know how to get it working, then it works, right? And we can heal. We can start the healing process of the zombies. But you can't do that if people don't know, if people think that their day-to-day life is just based on whatever type of like beliefs they have about the world, and that's true. Everybody has their own right to believe whatever they want, but at the same time, man, it's very important that like we have purpose, because people end up suffering. And so when people suffer and people have nothing to do, we end up we basically jump off the cliff to go save them. And then what's happening is, like, people trying to have that as like a laminar flow of people going into prison from school, or from the cradle to the grave, as you would say, I guess, right? So they have that laminar flow thing going. And then it's all the greedy rich people that either have been fooled or knowingly using that as a power source, energy source. And that's what you would call demons and zombies, right? So this is better understanding as to stop whatever type of civil war or whatever type of bullshit BS they're trying to sell you in propaganda, or through my story of my family, or through whatever type of, people like to, them guys, you got to respect people's stories or whatever, right? It's their thing. But at the same time, like, once it's like, has to be how you say, like, once it starts harming people, come on, man, obviously, guys. And that is where good people come in, and shout out to Jesse Lee Peterson. He's asking for where are all the good people, and this is what they could be doing, so they probably divided into like, okay, now first the humans, first then the animals, then the zombies, then the demons, right? Because you got people in authority and positions of power that don't really know what they're doing, but they identify with that. That's who they are, and so we have to, guys, that we have to work around them, guys, and also how they help, teach them how they can help us, because without that, it's like you're throwing language out the window, and communication is a lot more difficult. And just ask the Chinese, ask the Japanese, or the people that don't talk, or you not. I'm just saying that some people, like, they really need help because their dictator country or whatever is, doing things and they don't know what to do or whatever. So yeah, so I wouldn't recommend that, like, to have humans and then, like, as a rotation going into the store, because you're that's not what the purpose is. The purpose is not to judge people. The purpose is to find a cure for it. So you have to let it be a natural experiment, if it is one. You have to let it be a natural experiment, because if not, you're just covering it up and it's going to build up. So I think that's probably what could have been happening. It was supposed to be disguised. Like, the people knew what they were doing, but for some reason they were like, we're going to do V2K technology to make it and solidify it with force through the jails, through the prisons, and their family members, that, okay, we want humans, or how they want people to go in, whether it be through gangs, whether it be through colors, or whether it be through the psychotypes, right? And how they are getting away with things is they probably took somebody out in law enforcement that knew how to use this thing, and they started messing with the V2K and the force, people in prison, using separating them, humans, and then that's where the COVID came in, right? To separate everybody, I guess. And and so basically, so that's what we have to see right now. Watch. And that's why things why things look fake, is because they're trying to divide people up by zombies, demons, and humans and animals, not knowing how to use the toys that they were given or inherited. And it's up to us, basically, to fix this, not for any credit, but because for all the good people out there, this is our only way to survive and protect ourselves from people that are like 6 feet tall and, can just crush us. So, as an example, right? And it sucks that I have to even say that, it should be unspoken thing. And that's where good people come in, because good people go in and they help people when they need help. And they don't let people stab other people to death next to them without dying themselves, trying to subdue them, And so they have me, like, in a position to where, like, they just keep, like, they're playing dirty games with, like, people I love and stuff. So, and with, like, my own sanity, So this is the best I got, guys. Hopefully this helps. Thank you very much.